Is that like one of the quickest starts to a Frank Warren main event after the co-main event? By the way, is anyone having sound?
Victory.
I was having sound issues on my ESPN Plus. So Joseph Parker has just entered the ring. We are here live, real time, September the 24th, 2022. It is 5:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am tired. When I get off of this stream, I'm going to take a fucking nap. But in the meantime, let's talk. We're going to chill, relax. We run a nice, cool environment here. Here's Joyce on the way to the ring. So for those who don't know, we have the most interactive fight stream, boxing fight commentary stream on the internet. You know, we show highlights, legally brief, legal fair use highlights with respect to the promoter and the broadcaster. So we cut in briefly in between rounds, you know, so it's kind of hard to explain. You have to experience it. So depending on the fight, it gets kind of rowdy around here, you know, as the stream goes on. So I expect I don't know about today, but it's hit or miss. For example, last night for the Shakur Stevenson card, we only had like 300 or so people here, compared to something like Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz or Joshua versus Usyk 2 will have like upwards to 5,000 to 9,000 people watching. So it depends. It depends. But in the meantime, everybody relax. How's your Saturday going? I'm going to be covering Floyd Mayweather's exhibition tonight. It's going to be at about 4 a.m. Here is Joyce on the way to the ring, the Juggernaut. Big fan of Joyce. Let's turn it up, see what he's coming out to.
Surely even Joyce tonight is going to be feeling a little bit of nervousness.
That's his own
as
track.
He makes his way towards the ring.
Big Juggernaut, big Juggernaut, big Juggernaut, big Juggernaut, big Juggernaut. Yeah, I like that shit. By the way, I got Joyce, man. I think he can do it. But however, Joe Parker can box. I'm talking he can box. Yeah, I got my PAX 3 right here. I have some Lucinda Williams and Girl Scout cookies. It's mixed strain. So I'm chilling, but I'm exhausted. I had to paint the kitchen. I'm painting the bathroom, painting the dining room. You know, I got a fucking trial coming up October the 31st, and then another trial December the 19th. You know, a lot of shit going on. So, you know, I'm rebranding things again. You know, we like to do like a little rebranding every year. Oh, let me pull out my scorecard book. Where's my scorecard book? Oh, it's right here. In this trusty notepad right here, I have my scores from like at least 24 fights. By the way, my prediction's been fucked up too. I picked my stupid ass, and people told me in the chat I was fucking stupid. My stupid ass picked Luis Ortiz to beat Andy Ruiz. Who else I picked? I picked old ass Golovkin to beat Canelo. I've been on a bad streak. So I hope I don't curse Joyce because I'm picking him to beat Joseph Parker. But I never gave a firm prediction though. I never said I'm going with. Did I firmly pick Joyce? I don't think I did. I'm gonna stay on the fence. Brownie Scout number 3. Never heard of it. I'm all sativas and hybrids. Sativa dominant hybrids. I'm not really into indigos. I can't do it. I don't like couch lock. You know, I don't want that shit. All right, let's listen into the particulars.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the AO Arena in Manchester, England.
No, I'm not picking no fucking butler over in Noye. How dare you, Shadow Combat, you lowdown. I was about to make you a moderator, too. Now you gotta wait. I'm gonna push your application back. I'm gonna tell HR to put it at the back of the pile. They sound is shitty. What's going on? I'm putting it to the back of the file. The back of the pile, bro. That's it. You were so close to being a moderator, but I was like, you know what? That's it. I told him, I said, that guy, he ain't no good. I was like, I once saw him taking a 45 minutes lunch break, and he's only supposed to be out for a half hour. I hate BT Sports sometimes because they sound be fucked. Hold on, I'm sharing the video around. But yeah, next week kind of a dead week. So I'm going chill. I got shit to do around the house. It's a pay-per-view over in the UK for $20. And it is on ESPN Plus here in the States. What fight is next week? It is a fight next week, though, but what is it? I don't remember. I know October the 8th and the 15th is busy as fuck, but what fight is next week? What's the marquee fight of next week? I don't remember. It's not a big fight. It's something, though, next week.
Steve Gray brings the two fighters together.
All right, we're going in round one. Hold on. I'm going to go into commentary mode. Give me a minute. Fighters are facing off. All right, here we go. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Oh, I got to get my pen. All right, round number one.
The final stare down.
Joe Joyce weighed in at a career high. Let me pull that stuff up over here. I thought that it would be in Joe Parker's best interest to come in lighter. But Joe Joyce weighed in a career high 271. Previous career high was 270. And Joe Parker came in at 255 career high. He fought Joshua at 236. All right, let's go look at the size difference a little bit right here. Check that out if you want to see it. He looks so small. Joseph Parker's looks so small, bro. But his best chance is to box, in my opinion. And he is overall, in my opinion, the better boxer. He can really box. Like, he is technically, I don't want to say technically sound, but I guess you can say that he's the more technically sound of both boxers. And Joe Joyce's punches are so slow, but they still connect. He's pulling out there with the jab. One thing I'm confused about from Joe Joyce is he's playing the boxer. It's only round one, 1 minute into round number one, but he's trying to play the boxer. And he did say at the weigh-in that he could just come out and just juggernaut him, meaning walk him down. But he said it's got to be a little more different than that. And right now, what you're seeing so far with 1 minute, 10 seconds into round number one is both of these fighters are throwing a lot of jabs. A lot of jabs. I'm going to read the comments in between rounds. Joe Joyce is fighting very cautiously. He is the one with more to lose, though, at 37 years old. This is for the WBO interim title. They're going to be the mandatory for Alexander Usyk. Felix Hergovitz is the IBF mandatory by controversial win over Big Bang Jay Lee CCP Zhang. The winner of Huey Fury, Michael Hunter, has to fight Daniel Dubois to be the WBA mandatory. And Tyson Fury has given Anthony Joshua until this Monday. What's Monday's date? The 26th, September the 26th, to accept his deal. He's probably going to fight Manuel Char. Deontay Wilder's fighting Robert Helenius October the 15th on PBC on Fox pay-per-view. And is expected to fight big body shots from Joe Parker. 45 seconds left in round number one. Joe Parker on the back foot. Both fighters tie up. 30 seconds left in the round. Joe Joyce is slow. But you know what? But he connects with those slow-ass punches. He's playing a pressure fighter, Joe Joyce. Got Joe Parker on the ropes. Somebody said he fight like Rock'em Sock'em's robots, and he does. He really looked like he fight like Rock'em Sock'em robots. Oh, big overhand right onto Joe Joyce. The biggest punch of the round so far, by far, from Joseph Parker. Joe Joyce with the jab. Joe Parker returns with the jab. Joe Joyce goes to a jab to the body. They're trading jabs. I like that. They're tit for tat. Round number 1, I want to give it to Joe Parker. They're on commercial break. I want to give it to Joe Parker, round number 1. Let me put JJ, JP, 1, boom. I'm giving that round to Joe Parker. I think he did the cleaner work. Still was a close round, though. They're showing commercials in between rounds, by the way, here in the States. Claressa Shields is fighting on October the 15th, along with Mikaela Mayer and Alycia Baumgartner. Terry Harper won today, looked impressive at 154. Damn. I got to open up the Maxie Hughes Kid Galahad fight. How are they doing? I closed it out for some reason. All right, round number 2. No, I lost weight. I'm very proud of my weight loss journey. I hit a little bit of a plateau, though. I've been at 259 for about a week now. So I got to change something up. But I was 298 in May. I'm now 259. So I want to get to 250, see how I feel. And then I got some creatine and shit and whey protein. So I'm doing a bunch of cardio to cut down. Then I'm going to bulk up with muscle. 30 seconds in round number 2. So far, Joe Joyce is playing the pressure fighter. Big looping roundhouse to the... His punches are so slow. How has he got this far? Big stiff jab from Joseph Parker. And that's what I wanted to see, if what Joseph Parker was going to do this fight, if he was going to box. And he is the better boxer. And he's starting to show it with his jab. Let me turn up it a little bit.
He just increases that. And Parker being forced to eat quite a few jabs at this early stage, but he moves around.
And Joe Parker, what he's doing is whenever Joe Joyce gets close, he triples up with the jab just to push him off, like boom, 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 and then he switches. Now Joe Joyce is becoming the juggernaut, relentless pressure, walking Joe Parker down. And he's got him on the ropes many times so far, just this round alone. How long can Joe Parker take this? Big overhand right again from Joseph Parker. Joe Parker has no issues connecting with the jab, but can he keep up with the pressure? And I like how when Joe Joyce gets close, you will see Joe Parker do a quick 1-2 to the body. Big. I'm not sure, man. It's not looking good for Joe Parker. Here's the thing. He's winning this round. But correct. Who said that? Shadow. Parker can't keep Joe Joyce off of him. And I don't know how long he can keep up with this pace, because he's touching all of those ropes. Each side of the ring, he's touching the ropes. Look, and he's now bleeding from the nose. Joe Parker now trying to dig to the body to slow down Joe Joyce a little bit. I think that's a good plan. And he's jumping with his left hooks. He's doing leaping left hooks. 30 seconds left in round number 2. Jab to the body by Joe Joyce. Jab up top by Joe Parker. Now Joe Parker ties up, pulls back, throws a left hook, uppercut looking type punch to the body. I'm not sure if Parker can be able to keep this up. Like the pressure of Joe Joyce, the juggernaut. Because this is what you're seeing. Joe Joyce getting him like this. I'm giving this round to, I'm still giving that round to Joe Parker. I'm still giving round number 2 to Joe Parker, though.
Settle into it and maybe did enough. And there's reddening around the left eye of Parker and maybe a little nick there and blood coming from his nose as well. Which
I'm still giving that round to Joe Parker.
The fact that Joyce has been finding the targets.
All right. Even though Joe Joyce had the pressure, still Joe Parker was the more active with the cleaner punches. It's just that you can say that kind of from a non-punching standpoint. I can see how people may give that round to Joe Joyce, but Joe Parker clearly did the best work. But he's already leaking, and he's already looking a little like gassed out right there. I don't like that look.
Yeah, good coaching from Andy Lee.
I don't like that look.
The rounds are close. You've got to finish the round strong to nick the round here and there. He knows what he's talking about, Andy Lee. Good coach.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Back to the middle of the ring. Started round 3. Now Joe Joyce is, look, already not even 20 seconds into the round, he's already got Joe Parker in the corner and on the ropes. How is he going to keep up with that?
To get complacent, though, John, here. He's coming forward now.
Look, he's got him on. He's got him in the other corner now. 30 seconds in, he's already made him touch both corners of the ropes.
Joyce has got to watch what he's doing.
Two or four corners have been touched. Now he's walking on the other one. Two big body shots from Joe Parker. This ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. Joe Parker's pushing his punches. And right now, Joe Joyce is looking very impressive with the juggernaut style. Big right hand from Joe Parker onto Joe Joyce. Now he's holding. He's juggernauting him. He's juggernauting him. Hey, listen. 2 minutes left in round number 3. Joe Joyce is now chasing Joe Parker around the ring. This is ugly. It's getting ugly. Joe Parker is exhausted. And we're only in round 3. And it's 1 minute and 40 seconds left in round 3. I don't like this body language. It's nothing Joe Joyce can do or Joe Parker can do. He's already hit him with multiple big body shots. And when he goes to the body, it's usually 2 punches, left, right hook, boom. But then he's got an overhand right that seems to be connecting whenever he puts, look, even again, that one hit on the gloves. But he's throwing some big time punches and hitting Joyce with some big punches, but Joyce just keeps coming forward. He threw boxing out the window, and now he's just juggernauting him.
He's just peppering him with that jab, but he's not overcommitting, coming forward. He knows that Parker's looking for that right hand, so he can't afford to make the mistake.
That's true. Joe Parker is fighting off of the ropes, but I don't know how long he can keep this up. For example, Joe Joyce never gets stuck in the corner. But it's not looking good. Look, already they're getting intimate.
Well, Joyce is having the better of the round, but he's being patient with it as well.
I really thought that Joe Parker should have came in lighter, but did he come in? Big uppercut onto Joe Joyce. Another one. 2 uppercuts from Joe Parker on the Joe Joyce. A left hook. So basically, you're seeing Joe Parker hit Joe Joyce with the biggest shots that he could possibly hit him with, and Joe Joyce is not going nowhere. He does hit him again with a big right hand. We're going to try to get you a replay. Hopefully they show one. Now, even though Joe Parker is working a lot, I'm still going to give him that round. They're close rounds, but these close rounds I'm giving to Joe Parker. Just because Joe Joyce is coming forward doesn't mean that Joe Parker is winning these exchanges. Or, I want to see the punch stats, but they're on commercial break here. I want to see some highlights. So I have it 3-0, possibly 2-1 for Joe Parker.
Got a real contest on our hands here. Those are people who said Joyce against Parker. Is it really special?
Very good fight. Very good fight. You have a 3-0 Joyce. I can see that, Stinky.
Most definitely is, and it could get even hotter.
Yes, most
because the rounds are close, but I want to see the punch stats. Because just because he's coming forward and Joe Parker has bad body language, it doesn't mean that he's losing these rounds. But I don't think that Joe Parker can keep this up. I'm interested in how this is going to go or how this is going to look in round number 6. We're in round number 4 right now, 30 seconds in. Parker is landing the more flashier blows. And even when Parker does get on the ropes, he's never getting dominated on the ropes. He always explodes with something. I'm waiting for him to do it right now, see if I can catch it. Because Joe Joyce doesn't let his hands go against Joe Parker, and he is respectful. because Joe Parker does hit him with some shit. There he is again. He just hit him with an overhand right.
So maybe the early pace is affecting him as well.
Oh, that was a low punch, dear me.
2 minutes left in round number 4. Nice jab from Joe Parker. Excuse me, Joe Joyce.
Shots again from Joyce.
I don't like how Joe Parker's turning his back, though, on some of these exchanges.
Any time at all.
He's trying to physically intimidate him. He's trying to
And he's so slow, Joe Joyce. You can see these punches coming from a mile away, yo.
And again, it's clever boxing on the outside from Joyce. He's not falling in, staying patient.
You can tell, though, that Joe Joyce respects the power of Joe Parker.
And that's why he keeps measuring the target with that jab.
Because each time he gets nice overhand right again from Joe Parker into Joe Joyce. And you can see why Joe Joyce doesn't exchange or doesn't force the issue when Joe Joyce is playing possum on the ropes. Because he always fires back with 2 big body shots, or that overhand right seems to not miss when Joe Joyce tries to overcommit with his slow punches. See, look, it's a lot of respect when Joe Parker gets into the corner. It's a lot of respect there. These are definitely close rounds, though. But this is a fight that I have Joe Parker winning because of being the better boxer.
That's good from Parker. Nice counter.
And Joe Joyce has slowed down. They were talking about at the weigh-in how the extra weight that he slowed down against Walish. He just hit another overhand right by Joe Parker.
And what a chin this man has got. That landed
I think that both of these fighters could have did better for themselves coming in lighter, but it's still early. It's only round number 4, 15 seconds left.
Parker, like I say, when he's on the ropes, when he looks like he's under the cosh a bit, that's when he produces his best work.
The biggest, most significant punch of the fight for Joe Parker is that overhand right. And he always seems to connect with Joe Joyce when he's playing possum on the ropes.
That's been the punch of the fight so far. That right hand from
Let's turn it up. Listen in.
It
Maybe
was
they won't go to
absolutely
Joe
there
Parker
for all
round.
to see just how well Joe
I got it
Joyce
4.
takes
I got
a
it
shot.
4-0. Could easily be 3-1. Let's go look at it again. Let's see.
Yeah, some good work from both boxers. Joyce earlier on in the round seemed to be establishing a rhythm, getting behind his jab.
I'm trying to get one of those
Towards the end of the round,
overhand
I think
rights from Joe Parker. See if they show the highlight.
Eye-catching work from
Now look,
him
here it is
in
right
the
here. Look.
corner, whips the right
See,
hand over the
he's
top.
been connecting
There
with
it
that
was
punch
there.
the whole
Belting
fight.
shot from Joseph.
He's been connecting with that punch the whole fight. And look, he just be waiting for it.
Towards the end of the round also, that might have been enough.
He just be waiting for it.
John, 'cause they're the eye-catching shots.
By the way, it'd be great if you can take your time out and drop a like or dislike the video. Oh my God, 34. Hey, listen, I'll cut this off. I'll cut it right off right now. You know what? That's it. I'm cutting this off. All right, guys. Take your time out. Like the video. At least, do me that solid. Jesus, you guys don't give me nothing. Think I'm doing this for my health, man?
2 rounds apiece. Richie's got it.
I'll cut it off. I'll cut this shit off. All right, round number 5. 30 seconds into round number 5. Pretty much slow start these first 30 seconds. I mean, Joe Parker's doing really good fighting off the ropes, though, to be honest.
Joe Joyce.
See, you know what they call this? Ineffective aggression. This is what this is. This is ineffective aggression from Joe Joyce. He is walking forward. He is playing the pressure fighter, but he's so slow and he's not throwing enough punches. And I don't think that he can,
Test Parker.
Being like rock'em sock'em, like robotish.
Bit of a breather.
Well, he's blowing, isn't
I don't think he can.
Joyce, I was expecting him to find a second win, which he probably will, Joseph Parker. But it's important for Joyce to set that pace, high work rate, and really push Parker in terms of his fitness.
A lot of people felt that Parker could take an early lead, could have an early advantage in this fight. And the further it goes, the more the relentless aggression of Joe Joyce could take a toll. It may be that we're seeing
I bet I was
already.
eating ice.
Parker
They want to be
enjoying
rude.
some success with good clean shots.
So far,
Not for the first.
So far, Joe Parker's taken off this round number 5. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the round. This is a round that arguably so far you can give to Joe Joyce. Maybe the first clear round of his, but it's not too clear. Joe Joyce has to pick up the pressure again and go back to juggernauting him. Yeah, Joe Parker definitely taking off the round.
Few fighters who've done that over the years. I suppose one of those most notably going back a decade or two was Chris Hughes.
It's just hand speed. And Parker,
Posturing, posing.
he's always been known to be, for his size, 6'4", when he was younger, about 235, 240 pounds, to be like good head movement and a mover. So this is showing up. Remember, he showed some good defense against Anthony Joshua.
Him into the corner.
And he was 20 pounds lighter then.
It's good from Parker.
Parker's just loading up on that overhand right. And there's nothing Joe Joyce can do about it but eat him. But they're not hurting Joe Joyce. They're not like keeping him, they're keeping him honest, but they're not stopping him in his tracks, to the point where Joe Joyce is always the fighter going forward. And Joe Parker is always the fighter going backwards. Like fighting off of the ropes. But Joe Parker's definitely took this round off. Here's the thing. That's a close round number 5.
9 occasions, but
I think I'm going to give that round to Joe Joyce.
he looks good, didn't he?
I think I'm going to give that round to Joe Joyce. How you guys doing, though? You guys all right? We're going to be here streaming also during the main event of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. and the main event of Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo. Ooh, I like that fight. Ooh, that's erotica. I was touching my nipples. And on October the 15th, I don't know how the hell I'm going to cover all those fights that day. You got Wilder Helenius, Shields versus Marshall, Haney versus Kambosos, and I'm missing a fight. What's the other fight? It's another fight on October the 15th, too. Haney Kambosos, too. All right, round number 6.
So we're going to the 6th round.
So y'all cool with 4 rounds to 1 for Joe Parker? Or am I fucking crazy? Okay, now Joe Joyce has come out with some fire under his ass. 15 seconds into the round, he's picked it up a little bit. I think he's
And he's hurting with those.
I think he know that Joe Parker's tired, because he's never come out like this fight. And he's got him in the ropes now, and he's actually pushing the action.
Parker with
He's literally chasing Joe Parker around the ring now. I don't know if Joe Parker... Let's see if Joe Joyce shoots his load. Because, look, he's been on Joe Parker like this since the beginning of the round. And we're only 2 minutes, 45 seconds into the round. I wonder if somebody in his corner told him that you're losing these rounds, bro. You got to pick it up. It can be 3-2. I can see 3-2. I have it 4-1, but I can definitely see 3-2. I noticed that Joyce is going to the body more. We are 1 minute, 45 seconds left in round number 6, and he's sticking these punches. So far, this is a clear Joe Joyce round. In fact, you can say that this is his best round of the fight so far, with 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the round. Joe Joyce is bullying him. But let's see if Joe Joyce can keep this up. If he's gonna gas out and shoot his load. But that's why they call him the Juggernaut. Like, this is him being the Juggernaut.
He's being patient. He knows he's in against a former world champion, a quality.
I only want to see him win because I want to see him do the flip. The fucking Banana Way shit. The Eddie Gordo. That shit. Yeah, this is 1 minute left in round number 6, and so far Joe Parker has taken 2 rounds off. Big uppercut from Joe Parker, but it looks like another rest round from Joe Parker. Joe Parker's got to come out in round number 7 and re-exert his dominance again. Thanks, Stinky. Yeah, this is the way Joe Joyce fights. His relentless walking towards you, throwing everything, and walking through your punches. This is the way he's supposed to fight. I mean, this is the way he fights. This is what he's known for. 30 seconds left in round number 6. He got him on the ropes now. What we're noticing about this round number 6, is this is the first round where Joyce has had Joe Parker on the ropes and not being so respectful and actually letting his hands go.
Been a big round for Joyce.
Because the only thing he has to worry about is that overhand right that Joe Parker just missed with.
And that
I can't show the fight, man. Come on, man.
dominant 3 minutes.
Y'all want to get me copywritten and taken down?
David Hay.
Joe Joyce.
I need this money. I need this money. My food stamps
Great instructions.
and hookers and weed.
The jab is
I use a lot of this money for weed.
Joyce tonight. He's literally broken Parker's heart. It got to a point in that
Let's turn it up.
round, in round 6, where Parker was landing clean on the target, but you could see the visible lack of power. He's punched himself out. He doesn't look like he has the firepower anymore to keep the juggernaut off of him. This is, and I've seen Joyce do this so many times, he's just warming up. He's got so much more energy in the tank. He could do another 12 rounds just at this pace. One thing we definitely know is Parker is really, really struggling, and he's going to need to do something very, very significant. A massive shot from other.
Oh shit, he got that fake ass Tyson Fury dude in his corner. Y'all missed it.
Thank you, David. And there's
Joe
how
Parker
Rich
got
has
this
got it
Tyson
by a
Fury
couple
with a
of
wig-looking
points at the
dude in his
halfway
corner.
point in favor of Joe Joyce for this vacant WBO interim world title.
I gave Joe Joyce the last 2 rounds. Big
That's good
right
from
hand.
Parker,
Okay,
good
so
right
now Joe Parker's coming
Good
out
shots
fighting
from both
again.
Boxers, but Parker there landed the better, cleaner head shots, but takes a big left hook.
Y'all think Parker broken down?
Two tough men in there, John.
It could be 3-3. It could be tied.
Quality from both sides.
It could very well be tied. And some of those rounds you can give to Joe Joyce. I have it 4-2,
Joyce just keeps on coming.
but some people could have it tied or even 4-2 the other way. Don't be surprised. Because it's not like Joe Joyce has been getting dominated these rounds, because his pressure of going forward, that can influence judges too. Even if Joe Parker is being on the ropes, especially at round 2 and 3, like where he was, looked like he was gassing out then. No, I got my vape here, my PAX 3, which is the best contraption probably I've ever purchased in my life.
No real clean shots from either.
I never did shatters, or what is it, dabbing. I never did that before though. Every time I think to pick something up, I never do.
Parker forced to give a bit of ground, and again the
But no, man, I'm not into pharmaceuticals. So I was diagnosed with a post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. I have real bad social anxiety. So my doctor recommended get my weed card. So I was like, I can do that. And I was like, yeah. So I only purchase medicinal marijuana to deal with what I need to deal with, so I don't be thinking about all the fucking stress and shit. I got mad lawsuits going on. But anyway, 1 minute left in round number 7. So far, another Joe Joyce round. Now it's looking like either Joe Parker's completely gassed out and he shot his load, or that he's taken off these last 3 rounds. Look, he looks tired as shit. He's taken off these last 3 rounds to close out the fight strong, because so far he's on his way to losing 3 straight rounds on my card. Commentate on the fight, please. Come on, David, chill, man. Motherfucker, I got it. Can I talk about something else a little bit different before, I get back to commentating? I was just taking a break. So what you're noticing is Joe Parker is lunging with his punches. Look, oh, he's cut. Joe Parker's cut. He's got a big cut.
sinking back to the ropes. And
Joe Parker is pushing his punches.
good educated pressure.
He's fighting, but he's pushing his punches off, and he's looking like really, look at him. Look at him.
Left hooks coming in from Joyce.
And Joe Joyce has not slowed down.
And he now is trying to
Try semen? What?
in style in the 7th.
That's it. I'm not reading the comments anymore. Yeah, man, let me vent a little bit, David. Shit. I'll get back. I'm commentating, but let me vent for about a little bit, man. You guys are my mates, Look at his face. He's getting broken down. Oh, they're going to go to fucking commercial break. Semen retention causes anxiety? Oh, no. I don't want that. I hate when they go I think that if they're going to do commercials, they need to not do commercials after round 6. 6 on, no more commercial breaks in between rounds. The Zone does that shit too. Does weed give you the feeling like when you had 3-4 beers? I would say it gives me a lot of energy. I would say that. And I'm able to accomplish like a lot of tasks. Like I have real bad like anxiety, bros. Like for real, man. What's going on, Nick? Thanks, bro. Like I wouldn't be doing these videos if I wasn't on pot. Like having to talk to like thousands of people and shit. I shared that with Big J. I was like, yo, bro, sometimes I be getting burnt out, man. Like, you know, I got real burnt out after Joshua versus Usyk too. Like I was like, you know, anxiety attacks. Like I hate that shit, man. All right, so round number 8. I'm not liking the body language of Joseph Parker, but he is Samoan. And you know, Samoans don't fuck around. But Joseph Parker is getting juggernauted. He's lost 3 straight rounds on my card. And he's pushing his punches. And what's bothering me about him pushing his punches is that it can get him caught with something ugly. I'm rude as fuck. What'd I do? No, man, like it was. Let me tell you what happened. 1 minute 45 seconds left in round number 8. Don't worry, I'm still commentating, Dave. Still commentating, man. But he's just done, bro. Like the body language. Look, he's just done. But what happened was I was arrested for false charges back in 2014. Got found not guilty via trial, and I was doing a live stream. Then 2 years later, I was found not guilty in 2016. Then 2 years later, I was in a coma for a month, 3.5 weeks, when I thought that assassins were sent to kill me. So already, listen to what I just told you. That's crazy trauma. Joe Parker's leaking all over the place. 50 seconds left in round number 8. But I had a crazy amount of trauma. Then before that, all the womanizing and the alcohol. Just thinking about it. So that shit took a toll on me. Then I settled a lawsuit for... So anyway, I'm a 39-year-old man, but, you know, Tues had a rough-ass road, you know. Just imagine, right, you buy a car, and it's a 2015 car, but it's got 120,000 miles on it. But those 120,000 miles are all city traffic, not highway traffic, all stop and go. That car's been through a lot. Yeah, don't drag me into y'all shit, man. I ain't do it. So another round for Joe Joyce. Hey, Joe Joyce on my card has lost 4 straight rounds. 4 straight rounds on my card. He's completely gassed out. Now, maybe he's going to pick it back up, but I really feel that him weighing in at a career high 255, meaning Joe Parker, he weighed in at 236 for the Anthony Joshua fight, just to put things into perspective. I think that putting on all that extra weight is what's fucking with him. But did he put on the extra weight to be able to take Joe Joyce's punches? But I think he should have been lighter, because now you got to think, is he taking these rounds off? Because he just lost 4 straight rounds on my card. And right now on a lot of people's cards, Joe Joyce could be up. You see what I'm saying? So this is getting real ugly for Joe Parker, man. But, you know, we got to rely on that Samoan power. You know, I think I'm going to identify as being Samoan. I think I should do that. What y'all think?
It out was legitimate.
I'm half black, half Irish, and half full Chicano Mexican. But I'm thinking about identifying as Samoan. That's a good group to identify, right? Right? Because it's like you strong, you know? 30 seconds in round number 9. Joe Parker is like spent, bro. He got nothing. He got nothing. Yeah, like people love Samoans. Like Roman Reigns, he's Samoan. The Rock is Samoan.
Very well behind the jab.
I'll be Chicano Samoan. How about that? Ooh. Chicano Samoan. Ooh. Half black, half Irish, half Mexican, and half Samoan? You know what you can do with that? You know what you can do with that?
He took an absolute peach of a punch and then returned it with interest.
Unbelievable that was.
Negro Samoan. Is there such thing as Negro Samoan? Like a Samoan that his parents are Samoan, but they lived in Africa, so he was born in Africa. I'm high. Just let's not even go down that route. Let's get back to the fight commentary. Okay, so 1 minute, 30 seconds left in round number 9. Another Joe Joyce round. Let's do a little peek in. Joe Parker is just, look, you see him? He's pushing his punches. He's pushing them. Look, he's spent. He's pushing his punches. Joe Joyce has slowed down a bit himself, too. But Joe Parker's done. Parker is landing some great shots, but it's not enough for punch. It's not enough to give him the rounds. That's what I'm seeing. You see what I'm saying? And clearly, Joe Joyce is the fresher fighter, even though he slowed down. They're growing. Ooh, I like that. Look at the body language. He's exhausted. Look. Joe Parker's done. Joe Parker look like he done, bro. Like he ain't doing nothing. Joe Parker ain't doing nothing, man. He ain't doing nothing. This is another round. I think he gonna lose. Bro. How many? Okay. We're going into round number 10. We're going into round number 10. How many of the last 4 rounds have you given Joseph Parker? We're going into round number 10. If he's baiting him, then listen, we got 10, 11, and 12. So if he was taking off those last fucking 4 or 5 rounds, he's got to do something now. Because say for example, I had Joe Parker going into round number 5 up 4 rounds. You know? Look, he's fucked up in that corner. Look. Oh, they going to a highlight. Big uppercut.
Joe Joyce then responded with a couple of good shots.
I don't like Joe Joyce's Joe Parker's body language in that corner. I don't like it at all. I don't like it not one bit.
But he's probably returned the compliment.
Sam Negro?
Joe Parker.
Sam Negro. They don't have a good ring to it.
But it's a great fight, John.
Did you give that last round to Parker?
All right, round number 10, guys.
Did enough to win it.
But if that card's right, Parker's got to take all 3 rounds from here.
Well, that's on my card. You know, the judges might see it differently, but I think overall it's been Joe Joyce that's been the more dominant here.
Parker's stamina really being tested. He's trying to push Joyce back. He's trying to be the one seeming to be the aggressor, getting on the front foot.
Yeah, he's deceiving, isn't he? We spoke about him earlier, Parker. He looks out on his feet and then, you know, he produces a bit of speed and power with that right hand. Look here,
I don't think that Parker's fighting like a sparring partner. I just think that he's gassed the fuck out. He's fighting like he's gassed out.
Since the 6th
His punches they're short and they're being pushed. And right now, he don't have the power. With these punches, he ain't going to knock out Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is clearly the fresher of the two. And Joe Joyce has taken the bigger punches of the fight. But right now, as I said earlier,
far side of the ring.
As I said earlier, Joe Parker's just getting juggernauted. I don't know, guys. By the way, take your time out. Like the video, subscribe. Careful, T. We don't need you getting blocked again. That's true.
Joyce, that swinging right hand, it was only a glance.
But I got a nice little system with the content that I show.
I think they're both feeling the pace
1 minute, 20 seconds left in round number 10. So far, it's not much going on, but you can give this to Joe Parker. So far, it's a Joe Parker round because he's having the cleaner punches. I don't know how he's doing it, but let's peek in a little bit because I want you to see like the body language. You see what I'm saying? It's just not enough in there. Look at his foot movement. It's just not enough in there. It's just not enough in there. Why do you keep telling me the semen retention, man? Get out of here. If Joe Parker's playing possum, then when is he going to stop playing possum? Round number 11? You know? Big right hand from Joe Parker. See, he'll pop out with a big punch. And this round 10, I can say that he's winning. See, here's the thing. Joe Joyce has the better body language like he did earlier in the fight. But Joe Joyce is winning this round. He looks tired as shit. But that does sway judges. Samoan's got bad gas. I don't want to identify as being Samoan if we're known for getting tired. But I check my ancestry.com though. I am really half black, half Irish, and half Chicano, Mexicano. They call me El Negro. The black. There's Tyson Fury and John Fury ringside standing up. That was a Joe Parker round. So let's talk about my card. I have given rounds. Oh, let's look at Joe Parker in the corner. He's gassed. He's gassed. He's gassed. And look at Joe Joyce. He's just over there chilling. Look, he's just over there chilling. So I gave rounds 1, 2, 3, 4 to Joseph Parker. Rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to Joe Joyce. And now round 10 to Joe Parker. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got 5-5. But there are at least 3, maybe 4 swing rounds that, depending on what you were looking for, could go any way. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All right, round number 11. I'm just saying. Let's turn it up. Nice overhand right by Joe Parker. Now let me pay attention now. Let me lock in. Last 2 rounds. I gotta lock in. Okay, Joe Joyce playing the pressure fighter. He's got Joe Parker in the ring. It seems like he knows because he's come out very aggressive. Look, he's throwing a lot of punches this first 30 seconds of the round. He came out throwing a lot of punches like he knows that it's a close fight and he has to start turning it up. I can't wait to see this official scorecards. William, my kid says Joyce is way ahead. On your card, or you think he's way ahead? Oh, he just got dropped. Oh, okay. All right. There it is. It's happened. Let's get you a replay. Oh, he's rolling around. I don't like the look of this. Oh, no. He made it to his feet. I don't like that look. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, 11th round knockout by Joe the Juggernaut Joyce to become the WBO interim champion of the world. It was on the way. Oh, he's going to flip. 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 I thought he was going to flip. He's in a stance. He's going to flip.
And found a massive shot to finish it in round 11.
Of course we're going to get you a replay.
Joe Joyce overall.
Of course we're going to get you a replay. It was coming, but we need a replay because it happened so quick. And I told you when we were doing the live stream for the fight commentary is I was concerned about the lunging of Joe Joyce, especially him being tired. I was concerned about that last night with Robson Conceicao when he fought Shakur Stevenson. But to stop Joseph Parker, who's never been stopped, and from my understanding, he's never been down in his career. He literally juggernauted him and beat and beat the will out of him. So September the 24th, 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. We are streaming now live and in real time with highlights during every major boxing event. But let's get this out of the way. Do you think the stoppage was a little bit early because he was on his feet? But when he got knocked down, his body flopped, arm was over, then he rolled over, got up, leaned on the ropes. I'm guessing when the referee told him to walk toward me, he leaned on the ropes, and the ref was like, "Oh nah, you cooked." That's it. So we're going to get you a replay. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Let's go full screen. Oh yeah, that was a clean one. That was ugly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's done. He's finished. I'm gonna show you to you again. Boom. How you like that? Boom. Oh yeah. Look, you see how he's fucked up? Now I want to see him getting up. I'm gonna read the super chats. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh yeah. When you fall like that, you cooked out here. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. What else do we need to see? My man got cooked. Stick a fork at him, he's done. And when you start bouncing around off the ropes and shit like that, you fucked up. Now he's got to do the flip. He's got to do the Eddie Gordo. Hey, let me read these super chats before we go listen to the particulars. And I want to see the scorecards. Thanks, James Kelly. What's up? They stopped the fight. Joyce won. Yes, we just seen that, mate. Thanks for the super chat. Great play-by-play. Appreciate it. Pseudo Phenadrin? Thanks for the super chat, mate. That was a good fight, though, because, you know, the Juggernaut did what Juggernaut does. How did y'all enjoy that fight? That was a good fight, though. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. James Kelly, good call. Parker was off his feet the round earlier. What punch? I don't remember that. Did I miss it? Was I running my mouth? All right, that was a good fight. It was better than Canelo versus Golovkin. Was it better than Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz? Johnson Matthews says that was a brutal beating. Was it a beating or was it okay? Yeah, he did get beat up those last fucking 5 rounds, 6 rounds. He did get beat up. Okay, I agree with that. No problem. MDI TT7 Manuel. Yeah, it was a guy. I like the fight. See, I like to rate fights off of replay value. And the tension was building up because you was like, all right, you know, is Joe Joyce going to stop Joseph Parker or one of those Joseph Parker hands? Right hand's going to stop Joe Joyce? I enjoyed it. The blood is boiling a little bit. I'm a little hype. A little hype. That was a good end to the night, right? Was Joe Parker the favorite coming in, though? I'm not into odds and gambling and all that, but that's the question. Was Joe Parker the favorite? If not, that's a big upset. We want to listen to the post-fight interview. Let's listen to some of the commentary, though, for a minute.
Before he actually let the backhand go. So I think it was an intelligent display in parts for Joe Joyce. He's learning, he's improving, he's getting better. And against, like I said, a former world champion. Yeah, he's heading in the right direction, he is.
By the way, please like the video while you're here. Take a time out. Subscribe. We stream during all major main events. The next main event we're going to be streaming during is the main event of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr.
A terrific performance.
Let's listen to the particulars, and then we're going to talk a little bit after.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 3 seconds of round.
I think he's going to do the flip.
Our referee Steve Gray reaches the count of 10. Therefore, the winner by way of knockout, still undefeated, and now the WBO interim heavyweight champion of the world, Joe the Juggernaut Joyce.
Frank Warren has said that he will guarantee that Joe Joyce will get a fight for the full world title at some stage next year. After that performance, you can say most emphatically he absolutely deserves it, and I suspect that
What's up, Chris? Thank God I picked the prediction right. I picked Joe Joyce to win. I just thought that he was going to do what he did today, which was Juggernaut Joe Parker. So I did finally get a prediction right because I've been fucked up the last few weeks. My predictions have been bullshit. I want him to flip. Is he too tired to flip? I want him to do the little flip thing. They turned the sound off. I hope we get to see the post-fight interview because they didn't show the post-fight interview for Amanda Serrano after Sarah Mahfoud. So they turned the sound feed off. I don't want to have to open up a stream, the BT Sport boxing stream, to listen to the post-fight interview. They're doing spirit fingers and shit. I want to hear the post-fight interview, damn it. But yeah, now he is the mandatory for Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk is supposed to be ringside for Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius October the 15th. And Malik Scott, during Deontay Wilder's media workout, which was a few days ago, which was bizarre, by the way, was calling out Alexander Usyk. They want that fight. But Deontay Wilder, if he beats Robert Helenius, is supposed to fight Andrew Ruiz sometime in the spring of next year on Fox pay-per-view or Showtime likely. The IBF mandatory is, oh wait, they're going to interview him. Here it is. The sound is turned down. They got the interview person in the ring, but the sound is turned down. Who's that woman? Look, they got the sound down. Look, they got the sound down. That's not on my end. That's on BT and ESPN's end. Turn it up, damn it. They got the sound down, guys. They got the sound down. Look, I'm watching it, but they got the sound down. I'm pissed. Joseph Parker is only 30 years old. Joseph Parker is only 30 years old. You know what? I'm going to get that interview. Look what they're making me do. Look what they're making me do. Look, they got the sound down on the, look, this is the ESPN Plus feed. Look, they got the sound down. I can't hear the interview, but you know what? I'm going to hear the interview. They're not going to stop me, damn it. I'm be on some Vince McMahon shit. Where's it at? Where's it at? The sound is down. I'm trying to do some dodgy means. The audio on ESPN Plus has been trash all night. I'm going to email Evan Korn and be like, yo, bro. Here, oh, the sound is off on BT Sport 2? What have we done to deserve this? The sound is off. We can't hear nothing. We can't hear nothing. I'm trying to get the post-fight interview up. I'm growing untethered. I'm becoming increasingly, look, and even Frank is talking. I'm growing increasingly untethered. I'm gonna start cussing in a minute. Keep it up. I'm gonna start cussing. I'm trying to pull up one of my dodgy streams from the UK to hear what they're saying. Come on, baby. Come on. It's loading. I want to hear what he has to say about Usyk. Can somebody, what does he say? Can somebody from the UK tell me?
Joyce will not take a backward step for the second time.
I'm very upset. We're watching here on the ESPN stream, and there's no sound. There's no sound. It's not tech difficulties on my side. Like, the stream is not showing any sound. The sound stopped after they read the cards. So look, I just rewind it, and now I'm going to fast forward. And look, there's no sound. It cut off after they read the scorecards. So we're missing the post-fight interviews from Joe Joyce and what their plans are with that WBO interim. And we're missing what Frank Warren is having to say. So I apologize to you guys. This is not on me. Normally, how we usually do it is we watch the fight. I do my commentary. What's up, Mikey? I do my commentary in between rounds. Mike, I just got to the desk, Mikey. So I've been at the desk since like last 2 hours, so I'm out the loop. I usually, do the post-fight show, and we listen to the post-fight interviews, and there's usually sound, but in this case, there's no sound, ladies and gentlemen. There's no sound. So now I feel really awkward here because it's like, well, what the fuck? What do I do? Do I cut the fucking stream off or do I keep going? But no, I'm going to try to get you these post-fight interviews. So I'm still opening up shit in the background to try to see if we can hear anyone. ESPN don't play audio because it's owned by BT Sport. That is true, Vanguards of Manhood. That's true. But as regarding the broadcast, they still should play the post-fight interviews, and they've done it in the past. They would just mute other audio. This is not my first rodeo. Subtitles button. Why didn't you fucking say that, motherfucker? Why didn't you say that earlier? Where's the subtitles? Go right here. But wait, there's no subtitles button. Damn. They didn't work. Good plan, though. Good idea. Damn, another message. Damn. I'm so disappointed. And Frank is still going on. I bet you he's saying some shit. He probably talking Fury Joshua, too. There's no closed captioning button, bro. I tried it. Damn. They have been doing it all afternoon because I noticed it with the Amanda Serrano fight. They've been doing this all fight, Paulie. Why do they do that? This is weird. Like, I'm paying this $15 a month for this Disney, ESPN, Hulu package. I can't read fish. I can't read fish. Damn, I can't read sea creature. Don't get me wrong, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm trying to read the lips. I'm trying to. Let me see. He said, well, I bet my bottom dollar that we sent that contract out and they won't sign it. Damn, I can't read it. I can't read it. I can't. And I didn't pulled up my little Stream Connect, and that's on mute too. That's on mute too. We didn't miss the post. We didn't miss the post. Like, let me see if they put it on Twitter. I can't read sea creature. If it's human, I'm good. But, them fish, they got them weird lips. I go get canceled. Just shut up. I didn't say nothing. Don't put that shit on me. Y'all always try to push shit on me. Don't put that shit on me. No, but seriously, I'm pulling up. I'm on the. Don't put that shit on me. I didn't say it. Here we go. We got it. Look. Oh, we got it. They quit. All right, cool. Let's listen to it. All right, we can do it. Oh, thank you, Al Heyman. All right, cool. All right, we straight. We salvaged it. We persevered, and now we got the interview. So by the time we finish listening to this, the Frank Warren interview should be up. So all right, this is the post-fight interview from Joe Joyce after stopping Joseph Parker in round number 11 via a mean left hook that put him down.
New WBO interim heavyweight world champion and the first man to stop Joseph Parker. Not Joshua, not White, just the juggernaut. How does it feel to be the first man to stop him?
A little bit tired. Joseph Parker is what a fighter and what a great fight. I'd just like to thank my team and Frank Warren and everyone and my family and friends and all you guys for turning up.
You came out faster tonight. You were a different fighter. You won almost every round. Describe to us what happened.
It was a tough fight, and praise to Joseph Parker because he's improved and improving. And he gave me what a tough fight. I really enjoyed it. It was tough in there, and I had to dig deep to get through the rounds. And so I really enjoyed it, though.
It took a number of unloads from you. You had him in the corners, and he just kept countering countering. How surprised were you at his chin and how much it took from you?
Yeah, I hit him with everything I got, literally the kitchen sink, the handbag, everything. And body shots, I tried it all, but he was still coming forward like game. And yeah, I managed to drop him at the end, but yeah, it was hard work.
Incredible fight. With that big KO, you send a big message to the heavyweight boxing world. Tell us what that big message is.
Who's this woman? I may know this woman.
Mandatory for Alexander Usyk. If indeed Usyk is looking for a fight, tell us why he should re-look in your direction.
Usyk, I'm very Phil. Let's get it on.
That's where the interview stopped, the post-fight interview. So yes, he is Alexander Usyk, WBA, IBF, WBO, and Ring Magazine heavyweight champion. He is Alexander Usyk's mandatory. Alexander Usyk defeated Anthony Joshua for the second time, August the 20th. On that undercard, Felix Hergovitz defeated Big Bang Jaylee CCP Zhang for the IBF to be the IBF mandatory. But the question is now, is what comes first, the WBO mandatory or the IBF? You would think that because Hergovitz and Jaylee Zhang was earlier than Joyce versus Parker, that would be first, as far as IBF mandatory first for Usyk. But what I learned from Bakhram Murtazaliev, who's the IBF mandatory for Jamel Charlo, Tim Tszyu is getting his shot first, being the WBO mandatory at 154. So I'm confused there. Don't be, basically, not to confuse you, but don't be surprised if Joe Joyce ends up being ordered to fight Alexander Usyk. Don't be surprised. The WBA, no, the WBA is not next. You know why, Spencer? Huey Fury and Michael Hunter have to fight. And then the winner of that, from my understanding, has to fight Daniel Dubois to be the WBA mandatory. So as it stands right now, it should be IBF for Usyk. It should be IBF Felix Hergovitz for Usyk, then WBO Joe Joyce, then WBA, the winner of Huey Fury, Michael Hunter, and Daniel Dubois. You have Deontay Wilder taking on Robert Helenius in an eliminator. The winner of that is supposed to fight Andy Ruiz to be the mandatory. Or no, actually, I believe the winner of Wilder versus Helenius is going to be the next WBC mandatory. But you also had Andy Ruiz win an eliminator. Tyson Fury, who was ringside with his father, John Fury, for Joyce versus Parker, from Team Parker, is saying that they're giving Anthony Joshua until Monday to sign the contract for the proposed December the 3rd fight for them. But I did pick Joe Joyce to win. I predicted him to win that way by being the juggernaut. I wasn't sure if Joseph Parker was going to be able to hold up, and he didn't. He got walked down eventually, and he got stopped. The first time he's been stopped in his career. I think that Joe Parker should have came in lighter because it's clear that from round 5 on, he gassed out. Let's see if they put up the Frank Warren interview on the BT Sport Boxing page. They kind of saved us there. Usyk's got leverage now. I believe that Usyk will fight Wilder before he fights Joe Joyce. Let's see. Did they put up Frank Warren's interview? Yes, they did. Let's go listen to this one too. Perfect. This was perfect. Shout out to BT Sport.
What an incredible fight we witnessed there. Two warriors relentlessly going for it. Such chins, such a moment.
It was amazing heavyweight.
Hey, do me a favor. I don't ask you guys for much, but before I continue letting this play, please, it really helps us out. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're going to be streaming also during the main event of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. So it'd be great if you can just drop a like or dislike the video. That's your right. You know, look. I see the dislikes. So if you want to teach T-Street a lesson, you know, I see him. Look, I'll even dislike my own video. Bam, look. How about that? Oh, wow. Thank you. See, you guys are working. So it shows that your fingers are not broken. But we're going through a bit of a rebranding. I'm going to say January the 1st, we're going to be doing some different things with the channel. Well, basically, I'm still going to cover boxing on the weekends. And I'm going to still do my Fight View 360 boxing podcast, which I'm in love with. And I'm still going to be covering big press conferences. But during the weeks, I want to do different shit. I want to cover movies and, video games and everything. But let's go listen to Frank.
Great fight. I mean, look, they was such a high pace. It was for that, and both of them giving their all. And Joe came through. He's the juggernaut, and he showed why he's called the juggernaut. And he took some tremendous shots himself. But at the end of the day, I knew we'd get there, but I was just a little bit surprised how fast he was in the early rounds. He was quite fast, and he was coming out, taking the fight to Joseph Parker. But hats off to Joseph Parker. He's a tough guy, very brave warrior. But you know what? We've got a new kid on the block here.
How much is he surprising you? Because we know about his engine, we know about his durability, but the first and only man to stop Joseph Parker, what a machine you're working with.
Well, it is, and he's getting better and better. He's like a fine wine. He's getting better with age. There's no doubt about that. And now he's in a great spot. He's the mandatory challenger for the WBO title against Usyk. And we're going to move heaven and earth to make sure he gets a shot at the world title next year. Obviously, there's talk about Usyk and Tyson Fury in a unification, but he's now firmly in a position to fight for a world title next year, and that'll be in the UK.
So what does the next few months hold for him? What will your plan be?
Let him have a rest and probably get him out again around February or March.
I forgot I had my PS5 just sitting right here. I haven't turned this bad boy on and probably look how dirty it is. I haven't turned it on in over a month. But I said that after boxing tonight, basically, Floyd Mayweather's got a card that starts at 11 p.m., but the main event won't be till 4 a.m. So I'm supposed to be at my desk playing some PS5 until about 9 o'clock or so. Then I'm supposed to take a nap and get ready for the Floyd card. I don't really take too much me time. But because Frank Warren is heavily affiliated with the WBO, I believe what he's saying right there when they're saying they're going to try to move heaven and earth to try to get Alexander Usyk into the ring. What was the other interviews that they did on their channel? Let's see whatever ones they did. I don't know. Listen to Carl Frampton. Let's see if they talk to anyone else. It's funny. Did they bring him to the table?
For him to really show that he is world class. There's been a lot of talk, there's been a lot of hype. The performances he's had have been against fringe level. This was his chance to show the world that he could not only beat someone but beat him in good style. And he won a lot more of the rounds than the judges. I didn't agree with the judge that he
3-5-2 with the margins.
Yeah, I had it way.
Let me pull up the scorecards before I go. Let me pull up the scorecards. Anyone know what the scores were before I pull them up? I want to see what the scorecards were before we cut the stream off. Let me see. Joyce Parker scorecard. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't end the stream. It doesn't say. I'm looking for the official scorecard before the stoppage. So far, all I'm seeing is other people's scores. I'm scrolling though. Anyone know the scores before the stoppage? I'm talking about the official score. That's what we're looking for, Papa Dwarf. We're looking for the official, what the judges had it. It should be out by now because how long was the fight over? About 20 minutes ago? 20 minutes ago the fight ended, right? So they should be out by now. Sometimes it do take a little bit of time because somebody has to actually go up and take a picture of the judge's scorecard or ask for it. Normally the media person, the PR person, and then they upload it to social media. Stream had hiccups, but sound was enough. My stream had hiccups? Yeah, I've been dealing with something over the last few weeks. I got to reset some things because I've been lagging a lot. Joseph Parker scorecard. Usually, it depends on the promoter. Usually you get the scorecards in your email, but Queensberry don't send the scorecards out until like the next day. Top Rank, they send them out the same night. PBC, sometimes they send them out the same night. It depends. But you usually get them from the media people, and then usually somebody from the media team uploads them to social media, and that's how they get shared around. So I'm looking for it right now because I want to see what the scorecards were before it got stopped, before we end the stream. And so far, I haven't been able to find them. But on my scorecard, before the stoppage, I gave Joe Parker rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. But I gave Joe Parker round 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Joyce swept 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the stoppage was in round 11. You know, like Joe Parker shot his load early and gassed out. I can't find the scorecards though, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to look for it now. Joseph Parker. Let me see. Joyce Parker judges. But yeah, Joe Parker got put to sleep. Well, he wasn't asleep, but he got fucked up. Here's the image that they're using. He's pretty fucked up, right? Once, like put it this way, when you see an image like this and the person is laying there and then laying like on the ring post at the bottom rope, you know they fucked up. You know? You can't sugarcoat that. Joe Parker's only 30 years old, though. I don't think he's going to be a gatekeeper. And he has a very impressive resume for his age. You know, from Andy Ruiz. Remember, let's go look at Joe Parker's resume before we leave. 30-2 now. Well, 30-3 now. But let's go look at his resume. He even got fucking the White Buffalo Francois Botho on his resume. But he got Carlos Takam, Alexander Dimitrenko, Andy Ruiz, Huey Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dylan White, Alex Leopold, Junior 5, Derek Tresor, Joe Joyce. Behind Joshua, Dylan White, Joe Parker has to be number 3 in overall win-loss resumes at heavyweight. Gotta be, right? But I just think that he came in too heavy for this fight. He came in at a career high 255.5. For the Anthony Joshua first fight, he was 236. And you can clearly see that he gassed out. You know, he gassed out and he couldn't keep Joe Joyce off of him. Now, did he put on that extra weight to be able to absorb the punches? Which he couldn't. He got stopped in around number 11. But I feel that if he were lighter, he would be able to move a little bit more, you know? That's the way I feel. But listen, guys, I got to get up out of here. This is going to be the first night I'm going to be able to actually go to sleep and get a nice little sleep before I wake up for Floyd Mayweather's fight.